We're speaking with John Wood. John is a guitarist with multiple guitar interests, including jazz and classical music. So at his CD release party, Saturday, April 25th at 7 p.m. at the Black Dog in Lower Town, St. Paul, John will be issuing 2 CDs. The jazz one is called Far From Home, and the classical one, Guitar Sonata. John, some would say that the space between these 2 genres is too great, and that choosing one would be the wise move, but you don't feel that way at all.
I love both, and I grew up listening to guys like Errol Klugh and Lenny Brew, who also crossed over and blended techniques, and then studied with Joan Griffith, who does the same. And I really love bossa nova music and have since I was young, so it was just natural to jump in between the two. One of the tunes off the track called Relaxing with the Breeze, which is a great little Latin samba with a catchy melody that is just fun. I enjoy listening to it and enjoy playing it.
Relaxing with the Breeze, that uses classical technique in what really is a jazz composition.
Yeah, definitely. All the time I've put into practicing classical technique comes in handy because there's a lot of fingerstyle in bossa nova, and it's hard to hit unless your fingers are ready to go.
We're speaking with John Wood, whose CD release party is from 7 till 8 p.m. at the Black Dog in Lower Town, St. Paul, and that will be on April 25th. One of your musical visions is that classical music not be taken as being some kind of stuffy or academic exercise.
I've never seen it that way just because of the experience I've had with both, but I think for a lot of people, classical is kind of an academic sort of thing. And what I like about this piece, written by the same guy who published some music for Beethoven, and it's a fun piece. It sounds like a fun Mozart opera written by Anton Diabelli. I like it because it isn't stuffy. It's fun. It catches your attention, takes you on a journey, and it's exciting.
John, you do a lot of performing, even in a jazz mode, in small groups, like really small groups, duets. But the CD release party, you'll have a band, so some of your music will be performed in a way that you always intended. In other words, with saxophone taking the lead.
I'm very glad the CD was a duet and solo piece because I grew up listening to a lot of guitarists who did that. But kind of my next project is to take a lot of what I've written and to write new stuff for a band. And this band, particularly with Dave Brattain on saxophone, this piece sounds great on soprano sax and gives it a new dimension. It'll be fun for people to come out and see.
So at the Black Dog, you'll be celebrating the recording project that summarizes your work to date, but also forecasting what's coming up.
Yeah, it's a teaser for what I'm planning on in the future, which is more ensemble-style material.
The CD party of John Wood takes place Saturday, April 25th at 7 p.m. at the Black Dog in Lower Town, St. Paul. The jazz CD is called Far From Home, and the classical one, Guitar Sonata. John's show is at 7, and right after, it's Man Crush with Zach Harris at 8 p.m. Information available at John, Jon, Wood, Guitarist.com, johnwoodguitarist.com. Twin Cities Weekend is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Twin Cities Weekend shows are available at the on-demand listing at jazz88fm.com. Phil Nusbaum speaking.